The Solana killer will end Solana for once and all. In the realm of smart contract-enabled blockchains designed for NFTs, DeFi, DAOs, and the entire kaleidoscope of blockchain experiments, Ethereum is the OG, but it's costly and cumbersome to operate. Solana is the savvy upstart. It's quicker and buzzier than the competitors, but has a tendency to overpromise and slow down unexpectedly. 2019, Facebook, now Meta, attempted a blockchain called Libra, but it was ultimately scrapped because to criticism from regulators. So the problem remains. How can a decentralized, safe, and speedy blockchain be constructed? Is that even possible? Unavoidably, the successful implementation of one of these factors will have an adverse effect on another. Nevertheless, the Aptos developers believe that an experimental transaction ordering algorithm that is the successor to the Diem experiment provides the solution. Hello, and welcome to Crypto Castle, where we explain everything crypto. Our channel focuses on cryptocurrency, business, the economy, and anything else that might enhance your financial knowledge. We strive to make instructive, informative, and entertaining content for you. So do not forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our recent videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Solana killer and what can be expected from it. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. So without wasting any time, let's dive right into the video. In 2019, at the height of the blockchain craze, Facebook, now Meta, attempted to construct its own blockchain to compete with key competitors such as Ethereum and Solana. Originally titled Libra, the project was later renamed Diem. Diem was shelved in February this year due to regulatory difficulties, despite the fact that significant resources and man-hours were invested in it. Everyone believed that the Diem Group's sale of the project assets to Silvergate was the end of the story. However, two engineers who worked on the project at the time, Mo Sheikh and Avery Ching, recognized potential in the technology. Diem was building and decided to incorporate it until the new project, Aptos. Yesterday, after 3 years of work, the project unveiled its mainnet to acclaim. In this video, we will go through what Aptos is, the tech behind it, its pros and cons, and its potential future. So let's get started. What is Aptos? Aptos is a proof-of-stake Layer 1 blockchain that claims to have overcome the key problems experienced by previous crypto networks, namely sluggish transaction rates, high gas fees, security vulnerabilities, and the absence of total decentralization. This is sufficient for Aptos to become the blockchain of the billions. Aptos is also distinctive due to its programming language. Move, a programming language based on Rust, is utilized to create the blockchain. The language provides the rapid and secure execution of transactions with an emphasis on security. Aptos also features a modular architecture which enables regular and instantaneous upgrades. In addition, unlike other blockchains that use a single execution model in which a single lengthy chain is maintained and updated after each block, Aptos uses parallel execution with numerous chains, resulting in faster transaction times. The creators say that the blockchain managed 130,000 transactions per second without compromising security during the test net phase. The Solana killer. People are calling Aptos the Solana killer. This is because it competes with Solana in the area in which it takes the most pride, transaction speeds. Solana is the world's fastest blockchain with a throughput of 50 to 65,000 transactions per second and was designed to compete with Ethereum. However, the Solana blockchain has seen many technological failures over the past few months, and each time the network is disrupted, public confidence decreases. These occurrences have left a void in the market. On the one hand, Ethereum is an established network that lacks scalability and transaction processing speed. Solana, on the other side, is intended to be an Ethereum killer, but suffers from regular downtimes. The Aptos blockchain intends to be a compromise. The Solana killer narrative is strengthened when the Aptos project's backers are revealed. Aptos raised $200 million from venture investors including Andreessen Horowitz, Han Ventures, and Multicoin Capital in March of this year. In July, 4 months later, the project raised an additional $150 million through its series investment. The two largest contributors were Parify Capital and the FTX cryptocurrency exchange. Now before we proceed ahead, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing more up-to-date crypto content for you. Your little contribution means a lot for us. How does Aptos work? As said, simultaneous execution is Aptos' defining characteristic. Most blockchains employ a method of transaction ordering known as sequential or serial execution, in which a single chronology of transaction is continuously updated. Whenever you make a trade or purchase something, that transaction is added to a single long ledger containing every transaction ever executed on the network and updated by thousands of nodes. Because they're added one at a time, it is required to wait for each new transaction to be confirmed. Because of this, most blockchains have a glacial settlement rate. Parallel execution, on the other hand, runs many concurrent chains in parallel, allowing potentially for more data to be processed simultaneously. In fact, Aptos boasts that its testnets have already reached 130,000 transactions per second, compared to Ethereum's slower 30 transactions per second. The pros and cons. The blockchain has a few positive attributes and a few negative ones. Its execution technology, known as parallel execution, is one of its benefits. It'll be the first time this technology is employed on this scale, and the founders of Aptos thinks it is the solution to the Vitalik trilemma. However, only time will reveal if it is successful. Ex-Facebook engineers and one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges are among the high-profile backers of the project, which is the second benefit. The third benefit is that the project has a very active Discord channel where users and engineers are eager to learn and implement the blockchain. There are also a few disadvantages that require immediate resolution, beginning with the mainnet debut. Yesterday, the TPS recorded on the blockchain was just 4 transactions per second, which was even slower than Bitcoin. Second, the blockchain utilizes its own programming language, Move, which is intended to make transactions more efficient and affordable. Before they can begin creating Aptos-based products, developers must first spend adequate time studying the language. In addition, there were inquiries regarding the project's tokenomics, which appeared to be VC-heavy. A blockchain developer said on Twitter that over 80% of Aptos tokens are held by the team and investors. Aptos is finally competing with blockchains that have been operational for some time. It'll be difficult to overcome such formidable opposition. Aptos is a relatively new town. The Swift blockchain received a $150 million fundraising round led by FTX and investors including Parify in late July. In March, the blockchain received a $200 million strategic funding round from major investors like Andreessen Horowitz, Multicoin Capital, and Juan Ventures. Although it does not have to have a token and has merely raised money from venture capitalists, it is generating a fair amount of attention. Concerns remain regarding the degree to which Aptos differs from previous blockchains, the viability of parallel execution, and the ability of the new blockchain to attract enough programmers willing to learn its rather unfamiliar programming language. Is Aptos reliable? Parallel execution is still uncertain and controversial. Any efficiency gains it may provide may come at the expense of security. There is a reason why sequential blockchains are the way they are. Relying on a single chronology of transactions makes it easier to verify the chain's contents. There's only one possible destination for a transaction. The addition of parallel chains complicates matters. With additional chains, it's more difficult to acquire a complete view of the transaction history, and transactions may attempt to process through numerous chains simultaneously, leading them to fail and possibly luring fraudsters to attempt a double spend. Aptos' answer is to wait until the transaction dust has settled before verifying all chains simultaneously. Properly placed transactions will be executed, while failed transactions will be re-executed. The policy of execute first, ask questions afterwards is apparently effective. What is Aptos' future? Since the introduction of Aptos, its detractors have questioned whether its developers will be able to transcend the stigma of having worked for the multinational once known as Facebook. Aptos claims that it has included several Libra-related projects into its ecosystem, and it appears that these projects are content to develop solely in Aptos' relatively untested programming language. Aptos Discord already has over 63,000 members, 8,000 of whom are developers, and the protocol is backed by over 20,000 nodes, suggesting that the reputation and experience of Aptos founders have also attracted new developers. Aptos has recently completed an update to its testnet, and a mainnet launch is scheduled for later this year. For regulatory concerns, the token will not be available in the US. So what are your thoughts about the Solana killer Aptos? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who love crypto. Also, if you want to know more about cryptocurrencies, then make sure to watch this next video.